Welcome to Clement Udoma channel. Okay, today I'll be treating on how we are going to design a flex box today. So last time we treated how to design cards. For the card that we design here, so when you click here, click to hire this, you click to hire this actor. So before I continue, I want to define flexbox. Flexbox makes your website easier. Like it makes your website flexible, that is responsive. For example, if I reduce the size of this website to a phone size, you see the image reduces and it makes your website responsive. So that's the meaning of flexbox. So let's see how we can design a flexbox. Okay, before I continue, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, click on the subscribe button and subscribe, and make sure to click on the bell icon that you can get notification on when I'm uploading my videos. Okay, so to start with your flexbox, you introduce a div. A div is like a container that contains everything, and you give it a class. Let's give it a class called flex container. Flex container. Okay, then you now close the tab and you go down. Okay, from here you give another div and you close it. Now this flex container that you are giving is the parent of everything that you want to put here. That's the parent. Then you now insert the child inside here. Now the child, let's put like boy. Then the next child, you just copy this, Control C, then you paste it and you give this other child girl. So that's it. You can give it up to 3, 4, 5. So let's stop at 2. Then we continue. So your parent here is flex container and your children, boy and girl. So go back to your browser and refresh, and you see what will happen. When you refresh, you scroll down, you see this boy and girl. So you go and style it so that the thing will look very well. So you press Shift Alternate F to auto align it. So you go back to your styling, your style sheet, and you scroll down and you give dot flex container. That's the parent container. And what do you want? You want the display to be flex. Display. You want display flex. When you are using the flex display property, it makes your flex items flexible. When you use it, it makes it flexible. That is, makes it to be on a horizontal angle. Now when you refresh, you go back and refresh, and what you need to insert here, you have to insert you want to change the display container, the color of the container. Let's change the background color of your parent container. Let's change the background color to, let's change it to aquamarine. Okay, then you go back and refresh. The thing is not working. Flex container. Let's go back and see. Dot flex container. Okay, the spelling is not correct here. Let's correct it. The flex container. You go back and refresh. You see the color have changed, and the boy and the girl, yeah, now displayed horizontally. That's because of the display flex. And you have designed your parent. Now you have to go to the child. The child contains the boy and the girl. That's the how to pick out the child. You go down. Let's scroll down. Pick out the parent first. Dot flex. Why we are using dot? Because we are using class. If you are using a div, or if you are using an ID, you'll be using hash. So dot flex container, then the parent, then the child will be put your div. That's it. You give it down. Then from here, what do you want? You want the background color of the child items, the child elements. You want the background color to be, let's give it blue. Now here we go and refresh. As you can see, the boy and the girl, the background color of it have changed. Okay, so from here now, let us give it a margin so that the boy and the girl will space. Let's say the margin should be 10 pixel. The boy and the girl will shift. Now the boy and girl have separated. So you want it to be in the center. So the next thing that we are going to give is the width. Let's give a width of, let's give it width of 100%, or let's say 200 pixel. 200 pixel. Then you refresh. You see the width is now 200 pixel. I think you now, let's centralize the boy and the girl in the center. You use text align to centralize it in the center. Text align, then you type in center, then you now close it. Go back to your browser and refresh. The boy and the girl, they are now centralized in the center. Now let's increase the font size of the boy and the girl. You are designing the child element inside that container. The font size, let's put 56 pixel. 56 pixel. Okay, you now scroll down. Let's see. So as you can see, the boy and the girl, the size have increased. So right now, you see the boy and the girl, the child elements, they are arranged very well. So let's now go to the parent element. What do you want in your parent element? You want, okay, let's change the flex direction. Now for you to change the flex direction so that it will be in a vertical, now it is in a horizontal way. Now let's change the flex direction to, now you go to your flex, to your parent. Your parent is your flex container, while the child is this flex container div. Now you want the flex direction to be horizontal. Flex direction, you want it to in a column. Column means when it is horizontal, row is vertical, so column, that is vertical for column. You want it to be like this. But if you want to change it, now you want your column reverse, you want it to start from the girl. Column reverse, you want it to start from the, as you can see, this is boy girl, but you want the girl to come up. You see, use column reverse to change it. Now if you want it to be horizontal, you use row to be horizontal. Okay, go back to your browser and refresh. You see it's in a row manner. For here, in this place, you want it to be row reverse to start from the girl. Okay, then you now refresh it, starting from the girl. So that's it. That's how you do your flex direction. So right now you want to justify your content. Now when we talk about justifying the content, we mean is the property that is used to align your flex items. Now when they talk about flex items, okay, let me just refresh. Flex items are the children inside the container, like this girl and this boy. Yeah, now if I insert another child inside this, let me insert another child. I'll just copy this, whatever number of children that you want it there, Control V, then I just insert, let me insert lady, and then go back and refresh it. And you see the lady have, you want to insert 10, 20, whatever you want. It depends on the type of code that you want to use. So that's it. So from here, let's justify your content. Now you go to your parents and you say justify content. You want it to be in the middle. Justify content, you want it to be in the center. Now you refresh. Now it shifts to the center. That's the meaning of justifying your content center. Now there are so many types that you want. Okay, now let me show you something. Justify content. Now you see center and flex in. We want it to start from the end. Let me show you flex in. Now you're starting from the end. Now you want it to start from the beginning. Okay, let me show you again. Justify content, flex start. You start from the start. Okay, you go back and refresh. Boy, girl, starting from here. Now, if you want to put a space between it, justify content. You want to create a space between this space around. You want to create space around it. You see, look at the space that is being created around the boy and the girl. And there's another one that I want to show you. Space around. You want the space evenly spaced between. There are so many things you can try on your own to see how it works. I want to show you space between. You want the space to be between. You see the space between this place is arranged. For example, you want your image to take this place, while your details, when you look at some website, you see the images are here and the details are here, or images. Let me just show you. For example, you go back here, you include an image here. You remove this boy and you include the image tag, img tag, and you include your source. /. You go back to your image folder, and what do you want? You want this image here, and you now close it. No, you close your img tag here. So if you go back and refresh, then you scroll down, you see your image is here and the girl is here. Whatever details of this image that you want here, you can insert it here, you can type it here in that place of girl. So that's how they usually separate it, using the space between it. You can resize this image using your styling. So that's just what I want to show you, how flexboxes can be used to do different things. So let's continue to see. There's another property. It is called align items. So in case you don't want to use or justify content, you use your align items. Okay, so from now, if you want to use the align items, make sure you include your height. If you don't insert the height, the align item property will not work. So let's give the height 200 pixel, and These align items will align your item vertically, while the justify content will align your item horizontally. So as you can see, the thing is here. Whenever I refresh, carries it down, align it vertically in the center. Then if I include justify content center, it will carry you horizontally to the center. So as you can see, the thing is, that's perfect centering. It's in the middle, horizontally and vertically. So that is how you align your items. You can include your child items more than 3 or 4. You can include whatever flexbox that whether you want to include 6, 7 or 8. It depends on what the client wants you to do. So that is all for flex boxes. Anyhow you want to style it, you can give it the font size, the font type, the font family, anyhow you want to style it. It depends on what you really want. That's for flex container, flex boxes. Like you want to style this, you can do an inline styling, like inline styling for this boy. You want to change what do you want to change? Let me see. You want to change the font family. You want to change the font style, and you want to put italic. That's inline styling. Then you go back and refresh. This boy is being italicized. So that's styling CSS flex container. If you know your flex container, flex boxes, I think designing a website for a front-end developer will be very easy. So that's all for today. See you in the next video. And if you're not yet subscribed, please, as the video starts, please subscribe and make sure to click on the bell icon. See you next time. Thank you.